Logan, everybody, and welcome to Mo Rubenstein Stadium in Ambridge. Tonight we start the 2017 high school football season here in Week 1 as the Highlands Golden Rams visit the Bridgers of Ambridge in this Northwest 9 matchup. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik, John Danknich, and Ricky Saffer alongside. Dean, here we are, and we have a whole new look to Highlands Golden Rams football this year.
In your picture, Mike, Coach Dom Girardi. That sounds a little odd to begin with, but again, he is our new head coach, and he is here to stay. He has a new system, Mike, and it's going to be very interesting for you, the play-by-play guy, because we're going to go really fast. We had one big advantage, Mike. We had 2 weeks of two-a-days because school started late. Biggest adjustment, I think, Mike, is having them reprogrammed and deprogrammed. The younger kids say they have a big advantage because they don't have to worry about it. One of the things I think that Dom brings to the team is enthusiasm, and just a different kind. He has a catchphrase called JUICE. JUICE stands for jacked up intensity and continuous energy. And if they bring that tonight, Mike, I think they're going to have a good chance here tonight at Ambridge.
Well, let's talk about injuries to start things off, because I did notice Tyler Sportelli not dressed for the coin toss.
Yeah, Mike, he's a big one out of the defensive lineup. Sophomore Brett Oriad's out with a concussion, too. Big question mark is Jermaine Jett, Mike. He suffered a knee injury at the Hampton scrimmage. He's been back, but again, with limited duty. Biggest problem, Mike, we have guys back, but they're still banged up from training camp, and that's our offensive line. Nick Cicchello, Lucas Lamer, Mario Stanko. You'll be seeing him in the cast tonight, Mike. It'll be an easy way to tell the twins apart.
The club.
And Jacob Weiner, Mike. All linemen, all banged up, but all ready to go here tonight.
Well, let's talk about the homestanding Ambridge Bridgers. They did have a game last week. Just across the way, they played the Moon Tigers, and were beaten in that game 34-6. They did not get mercied, which was big for them because that happened to them quite a bit last season.
Last year, Mike, 4 times they got about 50 or more points. 6 times they were shut out. The average margin, like you said, was 49-3 on an 11-game losing streak. But again, last year they were a victim of some terrible circumstances. Lots of transfers right before the beginning of the year. Coach Terry George said that was last year. He was more an observer. This year he's going to be more hands-on because he expects a lot more this year. As the Ambridge Bridgers take the field here tonight, they're going to try to break that 11-game losing streak. They return 7 on offense, 8 on defense, Mike.
Yeah, and Terry George, it's his second stint as coach here at Ambridge. He's had 36 years at different stops along the way, and we'll get into those as the night goes on. But he's an experienced guy. He's seen it all, and he'll be ready to lead the Bridgers into this one tonight. Again, they had that one game last week, and they'll be starting their conference season, as will Highlands. Tonight, B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local sports teams and the great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, team uniforms, and trophies. Any and all sports equipment, you just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're open 9 to 5 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon, so stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Opening kickoff is right around the corner. It's Highlands and Ambridge, and it's right after this. All right, we are back. Ambridge won the toss. They deferred the option of the second half. Highlands will get the ball. And the Rams will move right to left, dressed in their white uniforms. Ambridge in the, what'd you say, that's maroon?
Yes.
That's what we'll go. Crimson. Joe Maroon.
There you go.
The kicker for the Bridgers is 44, A.J. Fusich. Back deep for the Rams. Logan Kreis on the near side of the field. And on the far side of the field, number 9, Gabe Booker.
Fresh from the soccer team, Mike. They just brought him over to do the kickoffs tonight. How about that?
So Fusich will kick it off, and we are underway 2017. Down the middle, it's Logan Kreis at the 13-yard line. 20.
Big hole.
Look out, here he comes out over the 40. 45-50. Kreis 50. 45-40. 35-30. There goes Logan Kreis. 86 yards for a Highlands touchdown.
What a great start for the Dom Girardi era, Mike. Beautiful. Great job by Logan. Waited for his blockers. Saw a seam. Hit it right up in there, and he is gone. Yikes. What a way to start, huh?
You know, the last few years we've talked about the extra touchdowns that the Rams have scored, and there's another one right there. It's points that the offense doesn't have to put up for you. Took it at about the 13 or 14. I'm going to say he took it at the 14. So that's going to be an 86-yard kickoff return for Logan Kreis.
Sam Peck in for the extra point.
Peck will kick it. Gillette to snap it. Signorella to hold it at the post to our left.
We have experience in those two spots, Mike.
Good job by Signorella to get it down there. The kick is on its way, and it's good. Sam Peck 1 for 1. 11:49 left first quarter. 7-0 Highlands.
Great start for the Golden Rams, Mike, right at the gate. And again,
Report is completed by Sam Peck.
Ambridge elected to kick. I think they're regretting that off the bat, Mike.
He may very well be.
Let's talk about the Bouchers, Mike. Many companies can give your car insurance quotes. Only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed professionals, superior claim service. Mel and John at the Bouchers, you want to help you release some of the stress involved with insuring those young teenage drivers. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown agents today, John and Mel at 724-224-4300, and let them help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
You mentioned Mo Rubenstein Stadium. He was the coach here for 22 years. 1929 to 1950. 5 Beaver County championships, 1 WPIAL title. And you know why the stadium's named after him, Dean?
Why is that?
Because he went 16-3 against Aliquippa.
That'll do it around here. That's big.
Back to the seat.
Looks like Sam Peck's going to do the kicking off here, Mike.
Yep, he is. Bridgers don't have numbers on their shoulders, so that's never fun. Navon Locust is on the far side of the field. And Peck boots it. Kicks a liner to the far side, and it's going to bounce to Locust.
Fumble.
Comes up off him, and now it's picked up by Damari Jones. Jones to the near side of the field, but the Rams are waiting for him, and down he goes at the 16-yard line. Gillette was down there, along with Caleb Radishak, and was it Luke Cochran, I think?
15, that would be Luke Cochran. Yep.
We wondered about Caleb Radishak. He showed out very well in that scrimmage against Hampton a couple of weeks ago.
Only a freshman.
A freshman, right.
Luke, a sophomore.
So here go the Bridgers, who have really struggled offensively. They scored a touchdown last week on a scoop and score.
We didn't get to introduce anybody offensively or defensively yet, Mike.
We haven't hit the ball. This is kind of like last year's game, really. First down, Ambridge. Noah Campbell is the quarterback. He's a sophomore. He was the quarterback in the game last year at Highlands. Rams won that one 56-6. Now they give it on the direct snap to Damari Jones, maybe a yard up to the 17-yard line.
Quick tackle on that play. Looked like Gillette was in there, Mike.
Tackle made by number 15, Luke Cochran.
Luke Cochran. On offense, Mike, they have the running back is 26, Makai Robinson. Their Don lineman, 66 left tackle, Jacob Trumpman. We'll get the rest after this play.
Now, Jones is next to Campbell. They snapped it directly to Jones the first time. 2nd and 9. Campbell is back. Steps up. Gets hit. Spins out of there. Now he's in trouble. Taylor's chasing him. But Campbell turns the corner. Gets it up over the 20 and up to the 24-yard line before he's finally brought down. And Luke Cochran over there again. But Campbell made something out of nothing. The Rams were unable to hem him in the backfield.
3 play, 3 tackles for Cochran, Mike. The left guard is 56, Makai Pringle. Center is number 70, David Pavlik. Right guard 54, Dylan Dezecki, and the right tackle is 55, Dylan Wedge. Gets the wideouts after this play, 3rd and short.
3rd down, we'll call it 2. Highlands leads at 7-0 early on. Campbell out of the shotgun. Now they direct snap to Jones, and Jones cuts it up in there and gets the first down. Up over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Gillette in there to make the tackle along with Gabe Booker, but it's first down, Bridgers.
And Mike, the wide receiver, number 11, Justin Hassick. Number 2, Connor Seymour. Number 7, Brendan King. And number 18, Duche Crump. First down for Ambridge.
At the 27. Moving left to right. Also in the backfield for the Bridgers is Montel Jarrett. He wears 5. Jones and Camp along back there. They snap it directly to Jones. Off the left side with a flag down on the sideline. Jones doesn't get much. Gets it maybe up to the 28-yard line, but I think we might have some sort of a pre-snap problem for the Bridgers here.
Chance Pittman in on the tackle. Let's introduce our defense for this year, Mike. Defensive defensive end, number 75, Daniel Timmons. Defensive tackle, 54, Mario Cienko. Just mentioned Chance Pittman, 67. The defensive end is 53, Lucas Lamer. Linebacker, 33, Noah Gillette. 44, Cameron Taylor. 15, Luke Cochran.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Legal formation is the call. Dom Girardi takes the penalty.
Cornerbacks are number 11, Logan Kreis, and 8, Lonnie Long. The safeties are 9, Gabe Booker, and number 4, Romello Freeman.
1st and 15 now for Ambridge. Now, I think they have the ball.
One.
They have the ball marked wrong.
Yeah.
They gave him a 7-yard penalty, an 8-yard penalty. The ball should be at the 23-yard line. They put it at the 20. So a good start for the Stripes.
I think they just went to the nearest line. And now they made it a 7-yard penalty.
It was a really bad formation,
like that.
exactly. So let's call it 1st and 15 as it should be, or 16 or something. It's week 1 for them. Maybe they didn't work last week.
Yeah, true.
Campbellong is back. He's looking. He's in
pressure.
trouble. He's hit as he throws it. It's tipped up into the air and
nice
incomplete.
Hit by Freeman,
Boy, 2 Bridgers as Romello Freeman threw 2 Ambridge players into each other. Damari Jones was one of them, and getting up very slowly is Laconia Seymour.
Campbellong, Mike, was pressured that time by Booker. Going to make it 2nd now, 15.
And they go quick too. There aren't going to be any huddles tonight.
Interesting.
The only hope for us is that they don't take too long, and so far it's been okay. It's not quite been like the Albert Gallatin thing. Remember last year? They went nowhere really fast.
Didn't they do like 84 plays or something crazy number? Here comes Cameron
We had to go
Taylor
all that
on a
way for it.
blitz.
Campbellong's in trouble. Campbellong is back there.
Timmons.
He's hit. He gets away. Campbellong still rolling to the right, looking. Taylor's run about a mile, and now finally Cochran puts him down at the 17-yard line.
Luke Cochran, Mike, 3 tackles and a sack so far.
I think it's the new hair color. We saw him at the scrimmage. He's kind of blondish.
And we knew Mike he would play probably safety, but with Sportelli out tonight, they put him at linebacker. Sport might have a hard time getting his job back.
3rd down and 20 now for the Bridgers. Back on their 18-yard line. They got to get all the way out to the 38. They did make a 1st down. Highlands hasn't had the ball yet, but they lead at 7-0. 8:45 left first quarter.
Looked like movement early, but
Campbellong is back, and he's going to fire it down the sideline. Got a man down there, and it's caught at the 47-yard line. There's Lonnie Long. Have it. Lonnie Long took it away from him.
Penalty marker way back.
And then we have a marker down. Originally, the receiver was Doshea Crum. Lonnie Long stole it off of him, but there's a penalty flag down at the 17, so let's sort it out.
I think that guy left early, Mike, yeah.
Well, if Lonnie took the ball, Highlands will take it. That was tremendous ball skills by Lonnie Long.
I thought he had his back to the play, Mike, but he must have turned last second.
He took it off of him.
Yep. Downfield.
Legal man downfield, I think is what he called. Is that what it was? Put the hand on the head. Now he's asking Highlands what they want to do. They're going to decline it because they really don't want the ball. Assuming he did intercept it, that's the question.
That's what we don't know, yeah.
Well, it's declined anyway. Because it'll
make it 4th down.
Right. Now let's see. If we can get they're giving him a catch, I think.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
They gave him the catch. I guess they say Lonnie took it off him after he was already down. So Highlands then has to accept the penalty. 2nd for 10.
3rd and 26 for the Bridgers.
Good throw by Campbellong, by the way. He got it out there. He was, obviously a tough game last year, but offensively, they haven't scored an offensive touchdown in 5 games. They were shut out the last, I believe, 3 times, and then they scored a defensive touchdown against the Moon Tigers.
A couple changes on the Dom Girardi defense, Mike. It's 4 down.
4-3 now, yeah.
3 linebacker, where we had 4 coming from every place, a little more controlled this year.
Now they reset the tight end, and Campbellong is back. Campbellong's firing it up, and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
good coverage by Logan Kreis. He just got back there and got his body in front of Doshea Crum and let it hit the ground. Boy, Danny Timmons is getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback tonight from a defensive line position.
Left defensive end, and again, going to bring up 4th down. Highland's going to get the ball back, and guess who's back to receive it, Mike?
Logan Kreis is amazing.
Yep.
He scored, and I'm going to have to get the book out to see what he had last year defensively and on returns. I know he had at least one punt and one kickoff return last year.
Picked up where he left off. Logan,
He's tremendous. Gabe Booker back there with him also. Back to punt for the Bridgers is Dylan Wedge, number 55. And oops, we have more problems. 8:07 left first quarter. Highlands leads at 7-0. Logan Kreis returned the opening kickoff, 86 yards for a touchdown. Quite a way to start it. Didn't we have that in
2 years ago? I think it was.
Maybe Fort City.
Action, offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
4th and 29. 4th and Baden.
Yeah. 3 penalties, 15 yards so far for Ambridge, Mike.
Ever been to Baden?
Baden, let's see, I've been.
We were in Baden. We did Baden once. It was a good place to.
Baden shopping center.
Yeah. That's just a little bit further up the road now.
It was for Baden that I went there.
For Baden. We have to go to Geneva later to play Blackhawk.
Tell everybody about that. That's a Saturday night game.
High snap and Wedge kicks a low one. He didn't really
take it on the fly to 35.
Price at the 35.
Mike,
Look out.
again.
25, and he gets hit hard as he takes it inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. So the Rams will have tremendous field position. Down there for the Bridgers to make the stop was number 3. That's Omari Flanagan. There's another penalty flag down.
There is a flag on the play.
Caleb Radishak seems to think it's against the Bridgers, so let's take a look and see what it is here.
Logan Kreis, Mike, has 100 yards in returns already.
That's a good start, isn't it? The ball was returned to the 24. Now let's get the referee, and I think we can pick him up.
Dead ball. Sportsmanlike conduct. Offense, receiving team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Well, that's on Highlands for unsportsmanlike, and that won't make Dom very happy.
I didn't see anything there, Mike, but let's take a look at that Highlands offense. And they will start number 14, Seth Cohn at quarterback. Running back will be 44, Cameron Taylor. Fullback 33, Noah Gillette. Wideouts number 4, Romello Freeman, and 9, Gabe Booker. Don Lyman, the Cienko boys are the twins at tackle, 54 and 56. Your center is 72, Ethan Jones. Lamer and Timmons at the guards, and tight end number 88, Cole Mazaric. Interesting story about Cole, Mike. He changed his number this year to honor his grandfather, John, who passed away. He's a great Highlands teacher for years.
Whoa, and a give is the Jet, and he is nailed. He's hit straight up by Makai Pringle, the junior defensive end, and thrown back.
Well, the good news, Mike, is Jet's out there. He wasn't expected to start. The bad news is he lost 2 yards.
2nd down and 12. Jermaine Jett just equaled the amount of carries he had in the Ambridge game last year. 1. I think he ran at 35 yards for a touchdown.
John Mazaric, Mike, taught swimming at Highlands for years. He was a phys ed teacher. He used to walk around in a Speedo in school and look great, by the way.
Short drop by Cohen. He gets it to Booker out on the right side. Booker tries to get a block and doesn't get one. He maybe gets a yard down to the 35-yard line. Tackled over there by number 26, Makai Robinson.
Seth, you remember last year, Mike took over when Braden went down at quarterback, and you're going to see him, Lonnie Long, they're going to have some packages for him. Todd Brzezinski is a freshman, and we also have senior Ryan Signorella. So we have 4 people who play quarterback. So we're well prepared at that position this year.
3rd and 11 at the Ambridge 35. Seth Cohen 1 for 1 for the junior. He's back. He looks, fires it to the near side of the field and into and out of the hands of Logan Kreis. Damari Jones, the senior, was back there and got a hand up. I don't know if he got a piece of it or maybe obstructed the view of Logan, and he couldn't come down with it as 4th down.
First decision in the Dom Girardi era. What do you do here, Mike?
On 4th and 11.
At the 36.
We'll see. Quick kick.
Johnny Kreis is out there, Mike. He's the designated punter, by the way, 26, but he's going to line up at the tight end position here.
We have Freeman to the far side of the field. Kreis and Booker out here. And Cohen is back. Gets protection and throws it too tall for Kreis, and the Bridgers have held. That might have been tipped. But Ambridge takes over, so they get a good stand on defense. Neither offense has been able to do anything yet. The Rams scoring on that kickoff. And at 6:39 first quarter, they still lead at 7-0.
Yeah, the penalty hurt, no doubt about it. That 15-yarder before we even put the ball on the play. Other week 0 games last week, we mentioned Ambridge played in our conference, the Northern 9. Mars beat Hampton 22-14. South Fayette beat Char Valley 20-0.
Newcastle lost to Aliquippa 24-0. We see Newcastle next week in the home opener.
Yep.
Campbell and Damari Jones back there, and Campbell gets the snap. He's back. Here comes Gillette after him. Campbell slippery.
Get him.
Gets to the near side of the field and gets knocked down by Lamer at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup.
I thought Noah was going to get him, but he kept his feet moving there, and Lamer had to come up to make the stop. But forward progress on a play. Picked up about 7 yards on that play. Northern Line action tonight, Mike. Knock is at Blackhawk. Montour's at Newcastle. South Fayette at Mars. And then non-conference game, Lower Highlands is at Indiana.
2nd down and 1. And they give it on the quick pitch to Seymour off the left side, and the Rams have him for a loss back at the 42-yard line. Romello Freeman read that, and Seymour's helmet came ajar. I don't know if it came off. If that's he's going to have to come off on this one, but good job by Romello to read that. They're going to call him back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Gillette also in on that tackle. And Mike, the sun is directly in our eyes now.
It is. How did that happen?
Well, it's not going to be around very long. 2 more weeks, we'll be starting the games in the dark, unfortunately.
Yeah, pretty much.
They say in August we lose 81 minutes of light.
And a lot of it in the morning, if you've noticed. It's not daylight till almost 7. 3rd and 1. And Robinson takes it, or I'm sorry, Damari Jones gets it ahead for a 1st down for
a host of Highlands tackles.
Ambridge up to the 48-yard line. So they have both 1st downs. The Rams have not gotten one.
Lamer, Taylor in on that tackle, along with Nick Chiello, excuse me.
1st and 10 for the Bridgers. Clock winds to 5:12, 1st quarter. 7-0 Highlands. But Ambridge on the move. Jones is hit by Timmons in the backfield. No. And Timmons is beating his man cleanly all night, and he made that play. Now, we lost one Timmons. We gained the brother.
Yeah, exactly. Coaches love him, Mike. They say he never takes a play off. Well,
that sounds familiar. You know, when Braden got hurt last year, the first 6 games of the year, Highlands allowed 80 points. They allowed 125 points in the last 3 games.
It's a big difference. Quick pass.
1st and 15. And
no holding there.
Far side of the field. It's complete to Crum. He's down the sideline 40. 35-30. Crum breaks the tackle. 15-10. That's an Ambridge touchdown. Deshae Crum, 57 yards.
Looked like Luke Faulkner is being held out there, Mike. No flag, though. Again, Crum got outside. Goes 57 yards for the score. Campbell, Mike. He's a veteran. He was here last year. Knows what he was doing there. Completed the pass. In for the score.
So it's 7-6. And again, that's Ambridge's first offensive touchdown since week 6 last year.
They're in a little trouble with the snap, Mike. The problem is they don't have a...
Well, they haven't had to kick an extra point in a while.
Well, they brought the guy off the soccer team, too. He just showed up
the kicker,
week. Yes.
Then you have that thing going. But at 4,
timeout, they're going to try to get it off.
At 4:18, Ambridge with a chance to tie.
High snap.
They get it down, and we have a flag down. The kick is good, but let's see what the penalty's about. The kick was good by Jake Gorman, but let's see what this is. This is probably going to be on the Bridgers. It is.
And again, Mike, I was told the 2 kickers just came out this week, and they played a week 0 game. So a little confusion on the snap. Are they going to call? Yep. Procedure.
That's their 4th penalty for 20 yards already.
Yep.
So, let's see, did they make any other changes here? Tell you what, it was a good job by the holder, Robbie Thompson.
It's a 5-yard penalty, retry.
All the players weren't set. 5-yard penalty, so they're going to, as Bill Hillgrove would say, the extra long extra point.
Very good.
Or are they just going to go for 2?
Looks like, they're going for 2, Mike. I have no idea. Now they got a kicker.
Now, wait a minute.
got a kicker, 44.
Oh, how come there was no penalty assessed? Okay, now there is.
He's making up for the last one.
I understand. Where they gave him too much. So we'll try it again. And now Fusich is going to kick this one. He didn't like what he saw out of Gorman, I guess. I don't know. He made it. Thompson holds it at the post to our right for the tie. Good snap, ball down, and Fusich kick is on the way, and that kick is good. 4:18 to go, first quarter. Ambridge 7, Highlands 7.
High school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare. In less than a year, Pittsburgh is in need of skilled healthcare workers. The Career Training Academy offers half-day or evening classes to suit your needs. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, Career Training Academy offers programs in medical or dental assisting, medical billing and coding, and a new phlebotomy technician program. Visit us on the web today at careerta.edu or stop in our new location at Hillcrest Plaza in Lower Borough. Enrolling now for all fall programs for 2018. Call Career Training Academy today at 724-337-1000. And don't forget September 13th, the College Fair Quality Inn. Career Training Academy will be there. Start your future today.
Well, we're going to start a new feature this year, opponent trivia.
I'm up for that.
I have Ambridge-centric trivia for you, and I'm going to quickly get this in. And even if you get it right away, just let it go for a little while, and we'll get the answer.
Well, remember, I didn't know where the Baden Shopping Center was, so I'm at a disadvantage. Right?
What Ambridge quarterback, who starred under legendary coach Mo Rubenstein, went on to be the head coach of not only his alma mater, Pitt, but also the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers? This is an Ambridge quarterback. And it will give you a little bit, and then we'll get some hints if you need them.
I might have a name for you, Mike.
Okay.
Under the heading of...
And Mo Rubenstein, while he was here, 146 and 45. Here's a little known fact. Yeah. He was 260, 99, and 1 as basketball coach.
Wow, he did both?
He did both for most of the time. 29 to 46 as basketball coach, 29 to 50 as football coach.
I always wanted to ask those guys, which one did they like better? You know, I'm an old basketball coach.
Well, I bet he wasn't telling him you can only play one sport.
What I like about basketball, you ain't going to get 5 teenagers to do something together. With football, you got to get 11 of them. And think about how hard that is, really, when you think about it.
Fusich to kick off. Let's see if they keep it away from Christ.
Yep, this time Booker's going to get his chance.
This is Booker 10. At the 10. 15, hit hard, breaks a tackle, spins out of there, and Booker up to the 29-yard line. If you remember in last year's game, the game Highlands won 56-6, Gabe Booker was Highlands' leading rusher in that game as a sophomore.
He was. I am going to go with John Mike Walls.
Dean, you got it.
How about that?
Tremendous.
I didn't know how to pronounce his name, but I got that part right. Because I just remember that he coached both teams. He's from up here.
He is. The Ambridge. He was on national championship teams at Pitt in 1936 and 37. He coached the Steelers 1948 through 51, and then very successful at Pitt 1955 to 65, including 2 New Year's Day bowl games. And they would have had another bowl game in 1963, but they decided not to go because of the Kennedy assassination.
Jet with the keep.
And driving it off the right side up over the 35 to the 37-yard line.
That's the Jermaine Jet, Mike, we saw the Hampton screen. Remember, he had about 3 carries for about 40 yards, and again, that's all the work they wanted to give him that day. Banged his knee up that day, Mike, and he missed the second week of camp and just came back this past Tuesday, and glad to see him out there.
Second and a long 2. We'll call it 3 for the Rams at their 27-yard line. They have Booker out here to the near side of the field, and Logan Christ in the slot, Johnny Christ next to him. Yes, they're brothers. Stretch play. Here comes Jet off the right side for a first down up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. And that's a play that we didn't have before the stretch.
Yes.
And that's with zone blocking schemes and a lot of new offenses here that we have. And I noticed that in the scrimmage, and I nearly had a heart attack when I saw a stretch play.
And Jet, again, he's great at running those.
And he's got. You have to have patience when you run that and pick the hole, and you have to be a one-cut guy and go. As Mike Mayock would say, Dean, you have to get a foot in the ground.
Which he did that time. And
that's our first down, by the way.
10 yards on that pickup. 3 carries now for Jet, 16 yards. High snap,
but Jet takes it off the right side, slithers through a hole, and gets across the 50 with a flag down.
Cohen did a great job, Mike, of getting that snap and corralling.
Oh, now more flags.
We got some extra extracurriculars, let's see if I can sort these out. That gives a chance to introduce the Ambridge defense, Mike. 56, Mackay Pringle, defensive end. Number 5, Montel Jarrett is the defensive tackle, along with 70, David Palanchek. Defensive end is 54, Dylan Dusecki. Linebackers 26, Mackay Robinson. 34, Corey Correa. And the linebacker number 1, Noah Campbell. Have they sorted this one out yet, Mike?
Marcus Yanko was clapping his hand against his cast there, thinking that the late flag, which is post-whistle foul, was going against Ambridge. Now, the first flag, I'm going to guess, is against Highlands for motion.
So, how do they go back 5 and forward 15?
It could wipe out. I'm not sure. Don Girardi's out there trying to get an explanation.
Well, if it's post, wouldn't they go backwards and forward?
They might. It's holding against Highlands.
Well,
and a dead ball unsportsmanlike against Ambridge.
So do we
and since it's post, they may take both.
Yeah.
They're going to march the first. They're going to mark the 10 back.
From the point of the foul.
From the 45 to the 35, and then mark the 15 forward to the 50. And it will not be automatic first down.
Cornerbacks are 2, Laconia Seymour, and 6, Tay Lindsay. Safeties number 4, Damari Jones, and number 3, Amari Flanagan.
10-yard penalty to the spot. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, 15-yard penalty.
So they mark the 10 back. They're going to mark the 15 ahead. I think the down's going to go over, and it's going to be 1st and 7.
And again, you give us 15 yards. Excuse me, that's 10 yards.
Yeah, there's nothing. So it was behind the play. There's no offense on it at all. It's 1st and 7. Too many 1st and 7s. See, we've had the great pleasure of having Tom Stabile with us for so many years at home, and he's taught me all these rules that you don't get automatic first downs in high school, and a lot of things that you do get at other levels. And
ball in midfield. Now let's see if Highlands got to work 1st and 7.
1st and 7. Quick give to Jet. Busted through there. Again, gets the first down inside the 45 and down to the Ambridge 43-yard line.
That long, lean body, Mike, when his foot was planted and he went to the ground, he gained another 2 yards just leaning forward. 4 carries now for 23 yards.
He's gotten bigger, too. I mean, you can just tell. He's got some good ability. The thing about him is his health.
Yep.
That's been a problem. And
last year he was injury riddled. This year again.
Finally a senior here. And first down at the Ambridge 43. Seth Cohen, the quarterback. Low snap. And Cohen put a knee down. Well, he didn't have much choice. He had to make sure he covered the ball. Mackay Pringle covered him up, and that'll be a loss. That's a couple of those we've had so far.
Play. Ethan Jones, Mike, starting at center.
He's new. It's his first game, so that.
As we always say to our centers, you want us to say your name one time in the opening introductions. Anything else can't be good. Unless he makes a great block downfield. Under center this time. There's your stretch play, Mike. Nice block by Christ on the inside.
And Jet gets a couple. He gets back to the 45-yard line. It's a 2-yard pickup. That'll be 3rd and 12 for the Rams. And a 7-7 tie. Clock winding, 1:40 left first quarter.
3rd and 11.
And again, Mike, everything's being signaled in this year from the sidelines.
It seems to. There's no huddle, but it's not really fast. It's pretty much what you see now. This is standard offense, at least on Fridays and Saturdays.
14 on the play clock, Mike. They're ready to go.
Going out of shotgun. Is back. Looks. Fires. Oh, it's caught. Fires it into Johnny Christ. He's got a first down at the 32-yard line. Here's Johnny.
Flag on the play.
We got a marker down. A lot of penalties here in this first quarter.
First game
usually goes pretty slow. Now, Ambridge did play a week ago. The penalty marker is down at the 42. It's an eligible man downfield. How can that be on just a straight drop back?
Must be a point of emphasis here.
Yeah, second one we've seen so far.
They give you a couple yards, but that's it. But you're dropping back the block. I mean, there's no reason to be going downfield on that. It was a straight drop back. No play action or anything.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense. 5 yards from the 3 spot. Replay 3rd down.
Well, Mike, we've had 30 yards in penalties. They've had 35, so more yards on penalties than offense so far.
So we'll try this again, this time from the 50-yard line at 1:11 left. That's tough.
We'll be looking at the film tomorrow.
Behind the sticks. Cohen has time. Pumps once. Fires it over the middle into a crowd. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Flanagan, and he brings it back to the 44-yard line. Boy, he stepped in front. There are a lot of maroon jerseys there.
Chet made the tackle, Mike, but not until he got near midfield.
First turnover. That's just a good play by Flanagan. He read it, and when Cohen pumped, it gave Flanagan some time to get there.
By the way, Mike, the Birdie had Highlands 28-7 tonight, and Post-Gazette also picked the Golden Rams, but they're in a struggle here in the first quarter, tied at 7.
Ambridge, as we mentioned, have lost 11 in a row. Their last win, October 30th, 2015 at Char Valley. The last time they won here was October 23rd of 2015.
Back to pass
Campbell
again,
is back.
Out of bounds.
Yes, the receiver and Kreis, that was Crum and Kreis, ran into each other, and both were on the stripe. It's an incomplete pass.
Now, he's not allowed to go out and come back in, correct?
No, he can... once he does that, he becomes ineligible until he reestablishes himself.
So he can come back in?
After he gets 2 feet back.
Interesting.
2nd and 10, 51 seconds left of the quarter.
That's why I show up every Friday, learn something.
And the give.
Ooh,
and busting through there is Damari Jones breaking tackles. Look at this in the open field. Oh, and he was tackled by his own man. Mekhi Robinson brought him down.
Lonnie Long and Gillette could get credit for it, Mike, but again, you're right. Broke some tackles along the way. It's a first down. A lot of arm tackling, Mike. We saw that, remember, in the Hamptons?
Yes.
And Ambridge wants to go fast, Mike.
17-yard run. And Campbell gives this is Mekhi Robinson, but the Rams are waiting this time at the 40-yard line. Nothing doing.
Luke Cochran stuffed it.
Also, Chance Pittman, 67 in there, exactly. Also, and we had a Cienko, Mario. So 11 seconds. They don't have to run one if they wish not to. 2-yard loss on that.
Gillette and Cochran lead the Golden Rams with 5 tackles here as the first quarter comes to an end with the score 7-7.
And at the end of the first quarter, it's the Highlands Golden Rams.
I'd like to welcome back Ron Gillette Incorporated, a PA registered contractor certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette's today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and yes, snow removal needs.
Ooh.
Ron Gillette Incorporated is fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of its own state-of-the-art equipment. And the Gillettes are proud to enjoy an A+ rating for the Better Business Bureau. Phones answer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year for emergency services, and it's person to person. Call Gillette's today, 724-226-1222. Ron Gillette Incorporated, the AK Valley's leader in towing and services since 1955. Dean, I talked to Missy Chabrinsky today, and she wanted to...
She's doing their website, right?
She's doing their website, and we want to pump the website, RonGilletteInc.com. You can go there and you get to see all the cool stuff they have. And on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and More. So you want to go to those 2 places, and we'll take care of you. And snow removal needs. Just throwing that out there.
And I tell you what, hardest working guy in America is John Gillette, Mike.
I agree with that.
I seen that guy. He's putting 100-degree Sunday. He's up at John Seebeck's putting tar on. I said, wow. I got tired watching him. By the way, Mike, we have a second before the next play. I want to introduce our coaching staff. We mentioned Dom Girardi, our new head coach. Tom Clark, TC, we've seen him around. He's a tight end and linebacker coach. Frank Girardi, Dom's dad, is the offensive and defensive line coach, and we'll pick up the other ones after this play. It's all new staff with the exception Jordan Thompson, offensive and defensive line, is back.
But a lot of familiar names.
Yes. And with some of the head coaching experience.
Right. 2nd and 12, Ambridge at the Highlands 40. Resetting up on the line is Jarrett.
High snap.
And Campbell is back. Campbell has time, and he's going to heave it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Double coverage on the intended receiver as Booker and Long had the brackets on Amari Flanagan.
Some of the head coaching experience, Mike. Mark Kanzanowicz is defensive coordinator, coached at Valley last. Jason Booker, former Highlands grad, a wide receiver and defensive back coach. Chris Nowicki on the staff in the past, Mike, in the middle school. He's now he's doing the signal. He's signaling in the plays. And Jarrett Sakanik is the quarterback and defensive back coach. Down in the middle school, we got Mike Foster, Jason Bell, and Ray Urbanski.
The Garrett Sakanik sounds familiar. Is he at Deer Lakes? Did he play at Deer Lakes?
He played at Valley. Mike.
Valley? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have a timeout.
Yep.
Timeout, Highlands.
Highlands takes their first timeout.
And Mike, we have a special consultant down there, Bill Heasley.
How about that?
Bill will be next to us next week, but again, what he's doing a great job. He's coming in, and he is the opposition coach. He gets the scout team ready, and it's great because he's basically the other coach all the time. Mike Rizzo's back, and Natalie Schiffelini, she's upstairs doing the camera work. Embarrassing moment at Hampton. I asked Chuck DeBoer, our AD, who's the girl helping Mike Rizzo? Here it's his daughter. She's grown up so much and I didn't recognize her, and she's helping Mike Rizzo out this year. So again, staff is complete, and everybody's got their first night under their belt so far after one quarter.
Well, this game so far, the story so far has been the Ambridge offense. Last year's game, Ambridge only had 59 total yards offensively, and they are already over 80 tonight.
Well, again, Camp Long having experience, Mike. He's been a difference so far. Seth has 3 games under his belt and makes a difference.
Third down, 12. Highlands using their first time out. Just underway second quarter in a 7-7 tie. Trips to the left. Makai Robinson, the single setback. Campbell, number 1, the sophomore quarterback. He's back. Spreads to his left this time. Gillette chasing him. Campbell is in. He gets away. And Campbell is going to get inside the 30, get a first down. 25, 20, 15. Campbell to the 10-yard line. First down.
Booker and Long force him out of bounds, Mike, but not until he breaks those arm tackles.
First and goal.
I thought Gillette had him for sure that time, Mike.
I think they're going to mark him out at the 13-yard line. It'll be first and 10. We'll call it the 12 for stats purposes. 28 yards.
First and 10 at the Highlands 12-yard line.
Now, the defense looked like it was a concern in the scrimmage against Hampton, and it has really shown up to be here. The tackling is just not good enough. Now
they got reversed all right.
They did, and Laconia Seymour gets taken for a ride, and a big loss all the way back outside the 25-yard line. Chance Pittman was in there first, I think.
And again, Danny Timmons.
Was your marking to 20?
Oh, boy, they're giving up forward progress at the 20-yard line.
Big mark.
8-yard loss, but still.
And number 67, Chance Pittman.
Second and 18.
That play was blown up in the backfield, Mike.
Robinson is the setback behind Campbell. He's got Montel Jarrett, number 5, right in front of him.
Trips to the right. They're bouncing around a lot out there, too, Mike.
Campbell is back.
He's being held. Timmons is being held. How could they not see that?
Campbell throws it, and it is caught on the far side of the field.
They finally got it.
They finally threw the flag as Timmons was being grabbed by every pair of hands out there, it appeared. Pass was caught down at the 8-yard line, but this one's coming back.
No.
Now what are they?
Let's see.
They're calling against us. Jeez.
For being held?
For being held. Resisting arrest.
That's unbelievable.
Wide open.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
That's unbelievable.
I didn't see it, did you?
Well, the pass is going to have to be good then to the 8, and I didn't see who caught it. I think number 8 caught it. Locust. That's unbelievable.
I thought for sure that one was coming back, Mike. Doggone it.
And then it's going to be at the 10, first and goal. So maybe they didn't give him the catch. They didn't, obviously.
Wildcat.
And they do. They give it to Mekhi Robinson, tries to cut it back. He gets met head up.
Still going though, Mike.
He is. Nick Ticello hit him up there and maybe got a yard. So they didn't give him the catch. So forget that.
Plowing ahead. Chicello and Timmons on the tackle.
Tackle on the play made by
Cameron Taylor shooking up on the play, Mike.
Keller and number 75, Daniel Timmons.
And we have an injury. And while we do, we'll take a timeout. 10:26 left first half. We're tied at 7. We'll be right back. Cameron Taylor, the injured player, comes off the field under his own power, so that's good news. Ambridge will have second and goal at the 8 in a 7-7 ball game. I wonder when the last time they had the lead. That had to be the last game they won.
Yep.
They beat Char Valley at Char Valley, and the last game they won here, 2015 against Blackhawk. And they had a playoff team in 2015. Dan Bradley, the head coach.
Both teams have 5 penalties, Mike.
Second and goal. And Campbellon going to keep it up the middle. Runs through there and gets to the 1-yard line.
Booker brings him down, Mike, but not until he gets near the goal line.
Not a whole lot of resistance at all.
On the carry brings up a 3rd and inches.
3rd and goal.
Good news, Mike. Cameron Taylor's coming back out. Somebody's going to take a timeout, Mike. Looks like it's going to be Ambridge this time.
Ambridge takes their first.
Gives a chance to talk about the Wireless Zone. The Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, devices, tablets, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today, see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ramfans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Detroit Heights at the Walmart Plaza or in Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney's and across from Victoria's Secret. Reach the Detroit Heights location by calling 724-224-4590 and the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Like I'm posting pictures on Facebook using my Samsung smartphone. I got the Core Basic. I've still got it a year later in my possession. That's amazing, the fact I kept it for a year.
This is the 9th play of the drive. 3rd and goal at the 1. Ambridge trying to take the lead. The Rams jump offside, I think. I didn't see any Ambridge players move.
Well, don't be too jumpy there. You never know. The way these calls have been going.
What do you have the Highlands penalty total at the end?
I got 5 for 50.
Okay. I had missed one.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
Well, now it's 6 for 51.
Right. .44 left of the first half. Campbellon keeps, spins, turns, and he's in for an Ambridge touchdown.
Oh,
no. He spun around. It was close. So Highlands players don't think so. But
Jed made the initial hit, I thought, behind the line of scrimmage, and they're saying, no, what's going on here? Mike, I don't see anything. No. There it is.
So Ambridge has the lead, 13-7. The holder will be Robbie Thompson, and the kicker is Jake Gorman. Will try it again on the way, and it is good. 9:40 to go. First half, Ambridge 14, Highlands 7. Timeout. We'll be right back. Ambridge has a lead, 14-7. And the Highlands score was on the opening kickoff return by Logan Christ, but it's really been all Bridgers since. Rams with 1 yard passing and 20 yards rushing, and that's it.
Yeah. And that's all been on Jermaine Jett so far.
Well, the good news is Logan's back there again, along with Gabe Booker. And Gorman will kick it off. Terry George got to be thrilled. He got a couple of guys to come over from the soccer team to help him out. Gorman with the orange shoes. Orange and purple look like Mahler's colors.
Pittsburgh Maulers. Mike Rozier, he was on Family Feud, Mike.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
He probably fumbled that too.
They didn't do well.
Christ picks it up at the 17 and gets hit as he ran right into Montel Jarrett, the junior number 5, who brought him down at the 26-yard line. Well, the Rams got to get moving now. 9:35 left first half. They trail at 14-7.
No doubt about it, Mike. And so far, difference has been mistakes, penalties. 6 for 61 yards for the Golden Rams.
And they just got to get the ball to Jet and just start running the ball. I think.
Yep, get out of their own way, basically. The Birdies outlook for the season had a 3-6, Mike, with no playoffs, and got to get moving to get that first one if we're going to get that.
Quick pass by Cohen is complete to Booker on the near side of the field. Booker breaks a tackle to flag. That was a penalty. It was blocking the back. Absolutely.
Well, it was a holding. He saw that one.
Freeman. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I was surprised for a second that he didn't throw the flag, to be honest.
Same thing happened in front of him earlier, Mike. Didn't see that one.
So the gain would be to the 28. So you give them 2 yards on the completion, and they're going to walk it back.
Holding. Offense.
See, I didn't even think it was holding. I thought it was. I thought it was a block on the back, but 6 and 1, half dozen together. It's 10 more yards, and the Rams are at 61 yards in penalties. They have more penalty yards than they have offensive yards.
Terry George's prediction about having a more competitive team so far, so good for him, Mike. Last 2 years, they didn't have a junior high program. You know that? They've fallen on tough times. They expected 45. How many do you have on their roster? 36?
Yeah, 30. Well, and they added, so about 40. And Cohen's in trouble as he tried to run the read option in there and got it back to the 17-yard line. It's a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 19.
Tackle by Ambridge, number 70, David.
7 penalties, 66 yards, Mike.
22 yards of total offense. Clock winds to less than 9 to go first half.
Terry George, Mike, 36 years in coaching, you know that?
He has been around in a different stop, plenty of different stops too.
He was a flight attendant at one time.
It was his second time here. Oh, and Mekhi Robinson lights up Gabe Booker, and they complete the pass but get hit for a big loss. Back to the 14.
Booker with the reception. Tackle made by Ambridge's number 26.
So that takes us to 3 completions for a total of 2 net yards. We haven't really attempted to throw the ball downfield yet, have we?
Well, the one time, and it was picked off.
Yeah.
3rd down. 22.
When you give an 0-11 team like a chance, they're going to take advantage, and Ambridge has so far. We got to score before the half.
And sprint draw handoff. Jet off the left side. Gets hit by one man. Breaks 1 tackle and gets it up to about the 20. The ball came loose. I think Highlands keeps it.
Ball carrier for Highlands.
They do. I think it was tackled. I think the ball might have just gone out of bounds on him.
Tackle for the Bridgers made by number 3.
So they're going to mark it at the 17.
Brings up a 4th down.
3-yard pickup for Jet. It's 4th down, and the Rams will punt for the first time tonight.
And Johnny Christ in the punt, Mike. Johnny now 6'6". Can you believe that?
Long Johnny Christ.
He was 6'2" last year. He grew 4 inches over the summer. His
Here's
first
the snap, and Johnny boots it out of there. It's a low-line drive. It's going to hit and go out of bounds. Oh, didn't even make the sticks.
Didn't make it a break there, Mike. Thought it might hit and bounce forward.
They're going to mark it at the 28-yard line. It's an 11-yard punt.
Yep. Defense has to step up here.
Well, yeah, we're at the point that if Ambridge scores and makes this a 2-score game, I think we're in big trouble. First and 10 for the Bridgers. A great field position at the Highlands 28-yard line.
Again, last year Terry George said was observation year. This year he has more bark, and so far they've had a pretty good bite too. They scored 14 points here to lead 14-7. 7:42 to go in the second quarter. Highlands down.
Highlands needs a turnover. Give it to Damari Jones, and the Rams are stiffen up this time and bring them down after a short gain or no gain. Chance Pittman was down there, so was Lucas Lamer.
Tackle made by number 53, Lucas Lamer, and 67, Chance Pittman.
It's a gain of 1.
Middle stiffens that time for Highlands. Very important, Mike. They don't let him score here. They're making it easier, Mike. The quarterback has won the wide receiver 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I like that. Campbell is back. Sprints to the right. Gillette chases him and gets him this time and makes him throw it away. Well, Gillette wasn't going to be having any of that this time, and Campbell just threw it into the turf. It'll be third down.
Big third down here.
I mean, Campbell's only completed 2. Or, I'm sorry, 1, because the 1 didn't count. So
that one went for a touchdown.
All right, the long one.
And it wasn't really that long a pass. It was a short pass, but ran it in for the touchdown.
The 57
yards out. Crum.
3rd and 9. Campbell throws it to the far side of the field. It's pulled in.
Ooh, nice tackle by
Amari Flanagan, and he stops him. And really, it's no gain on the play. Flanagan caught it. He did a good job to pick it off the turf.
Brings up a 4th down for Ambridge.
Cam Taylor also in that tackle. They're going to go for it, Mike?
Probably.
Highlands did earlier and didn't get on 4th down. Same basic position.
This would be a big stop.
Yep.
6.5 left till halftime. Brian Miller, the AD here. We're set up. We got food. There's a fridge.
Taking care of us, Mike.
This is looking good.
I heard a Lushki.
Could be a winner.
Uh-oh, now what?
We have whistles and a flag down.
3 seconds left on the clock, Mike.
Yeah, the umpire threw it.
Dead ball. Ball starts.
It's against Ambridge.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
6 penalties, 40 yards. They have to go a little bit to catch up with Highlands. 7 for 66.
4th and 13.
Now what do you do?
Well, Sam Albert didn't take all those penalties with him. Just kidding, Sammy.
All right, Mike. I guess they're still going to go for it.
Campbell, this isn't that position where you could throw it in the end zone, and even if it's intercepted, you gain 13 yards because the ball comes out to the 20.
Here comes everybody, Mike.
Campbell is back, and he fires it down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Boy, he got 2 hands on it over there, and that was Crum again. Put 2 hands on the football, but the Rams have held.
Great coverage by Logan Price that time. Golden Rams take over 1st and 10 with 5:47 to go here in the second quarter. Big to get a score on the board here before halftime.
I would say.
And we're playing in 4A this year, and the top 5 in 4A, all familiar names. Mike Thomas Jefferson, South Fayette out of our conference, West Mifflin, Bell Vernon, and Mike Montour, who we beat last year, is ranked number 5.
The Trib has them at 4. They're at Newcastle tonight. So
that'd be a big game for both teams.
Those will be tough. Inside give to Jet. And Jet gets up over the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Jet on the carry for the Rams.
Pick up a 3.
Tackle by Bridges, number 4, Damari.
Jet up to 30, I have.
I'm a little more generous. I got 33.
Okay, well. At this point, I like your number better. 5:25 left first half. Ambridge 14, Highlands 7.
We have an equipment situation here, Mike. Jones tying his shoes down there, but they were going to have to take a timeout.
second. I'm going to say his name in a good way. Ethan Jones out over the football.
There we go.
Here's the give. The Jet off the left side. Jet with a head of steam. Cuts it to the outside. Over the 40. 45 first down and out of bounds into the Highlands bench at the 47-yard line.
Thought he might have cut that up, Mike, but he was wise to get outside. Picked up 11 on that play. Takes him up to 44 and 8 carries. More importantly, puts Highlands out near midfield.
First and 10 for the Rams.
Stops the clock at 5:02 while the chains get reset.
For future reference, do we have a Sam Peck field goal range? We're talking in the
35,
30s.
and J.C. Bowser, Mike, she can kick the ball too, and she might be called upon on the longer distances.
We saw both of them in the scrimmage, and they both kicked it well. First and 10. Rams with their third first down of the first half. And they give us the Jet, and he powers through there up to the 47. Now you see what they're doing. They're just going to basic right now.
Strapping it up.
It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Mike, get those linebackers creeping up a little bit. Maybe you try to go deep.
Go play action on them.
Yep.
Clock winds to 4:30. Rams have 2 timeouts left. Both teams do.
Seem confused out there, Mike.
Plenty of time.
Yep. 16 seconds ago. Make sure they get it right.
That's the goodness of not having a huddle.
Yep.
A lot of times it looks like you're in trouble and you're not. Play fake. Cohen sprints right, is in trouble, and wisely gets rid of it. And that's just a smart play on his part.
Yep.
He didn't take the sack, got rid of the ball, and it'll be third down.
Pressure that time by Mekhi Robinson.
And there was no one to throw it to.
Yep. Yeah, Mike, as I mentioned in the pregame, our offensive line has been banged up, and I got to give Seth some time to get the ball downfield. Chikello, Lamer, Cianco, Jacob Wayner have all been injured in the camp and in the scrimmages.
Well, this is a big 3rd and 8 here.
Sure is. In fact, you can see number 56 down there for the Golden Rams, Marcus Cianco. He has a cast on his left arm.
Cowboy ball.
This time he has time.
He does, and he fires, and Booker pulls it in for a first down inside the 40 to the Ambridge 30. You're looking for flags, aren't you?
Yeah.
All 3 of us are standing here looking downfield for flags.
So far, so good. No flags.
First and 10 for Highlands to the Ambridge 37-yard line, 14-yard gain.
Booker has all 4 receptions so far.
He does.
Unfortunately, for only a total of 16 yards. But importantly, first and 10 Highlands.
Gabe was running back last year and now playing receiver and doing it well.
Yep.
First down, Highlands at the 37-yard line. Deepest penetration for the Highlands offense. Jet with a cutback. Jet cuts it to the outside ball, but he's hit beautifully and brought down by the senior safety, Damari Jones, number 4.
He can get outside, Mike. He's dangerous, but again, that time, nice job by Jones to take his legs out. We'll make it second and about 8.
3:30 left of the first half.
Highlands has 2 timeouts remaining. Very important, Mike, to put a score on, because Ambridge gets the ball to start the second half.
Freeman split wide to the right. Booker in the slot. Cohen is back. Cohen's going to fire it downfield. Got a man cutting for the post,
Booker.
and it's intercepted and dropped.
Yep, Booker fought it out of there.
At the 1-yard line, Booker did a great job to take it away from Omari Flanagan.
Pass intended for Gabe Booker falls incomplete. Play broken up by Ambridge's number 3, Omari.
All right, Mike, are we in 2-down territory here?
I think they are. I think that's why they took the shot there. They took a shot. I think that's what happened. So I think they're probably in that position. They're at the 35. 3:11 to go. Trailing at 14-7. Short pocket pass. On the takeoff.
One man to beat.
And Christ can't quite get it. With 2 hands on the football down inside the 10. That was Johnny Christ, our Harold Carmichael, basically. And look it up. And Cohen just led him a little bit too far. It's 4th down.
Brings up a 4th and 8 for the Golden Rams.
He had a big size advantage over there that time, Mike.
Yeah.
You know what?
He'd be good on fades.
Yeah.
If you get close enough.
Yeah,
Highlands are going to take time out.
I think that's a good idea, Mike. Let's get this right. It's fourth down. The clock had been stopped already. Gives us a chance to talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. They proudly welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based insurance and financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Open enrollment for both Medicare and individual health care is quickly approaching. If you had the chance to sit down and review your choice with a professional, with the many changing pieces each year, health care is very important to you and is a vital part that you understand every option you have. At Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, you can sit down and review your plan with an independent health agent who only has your best interests at heart. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights, only a few doors down from Dono Connection. You can also reach them by phone at 724-224-8909 or 724-904-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability and success. What's the deal, Mike? Joe and Joe.
Always know.
You got it.
So here we go. Fourth down for Highlands. They're going to go for it. Trailing 14-7 with 3:06 left of the first half.
Big one here, Mike.
And again, this is another one you could throw it to the end zone and you gain 14 yards if it's intercepted.
Let's go. Come on.
Cohen is back.
Down.
Looks, has protection.
Yes.
Fires it to the far side of the field. It's pulled in by Johnny Christ, and that's a Highlands first down.
Freshman Johnny Christ. Sophomore, shoot. Kept it alive.
Number 26, Johnny Christ, for the first down for Highlands.
I'll tell you what, his ability to be a receiver, I think, can really help them out.
And you know, he's a great basketball player, Mike. They say he has a future in football, too. What'd you give him on that play?
12.
Cohen now is 28 yards total.
First and 10 at the 23. Jet busts his way through there and gets it down to about the 20-yard line. Down on his ankles was Noah Campalong, the sophomore. Gain of 3. This is long sustained drive. The Rams took this over at their own 33-yard line.
Well, if they can knock this in before the half, Mike, it'd be big.
And this will be the 11th play. And this is what they've been looking for, obviously. Clock's really not a factor. 2:14 to go, and they have one timeout left. So they're good there. Christ sets up as the wingback. That's Johnny. Another problem with the snap. And Seth has to fall on it at the 25-yard line.
Loss of 4 on the play, Mike. Unfortunately, the clock's going to continue to roll. Now, I think they need to show a little sense of urgency. Third down.
Yeah. Now, that's the good thing about not having the huddle. They're up there, should be up there and ready to go. 1:42. So you figured max 6 plays left. So they're still okay with the clock.
It's again a big third
Owen
down.
fires, and it's caught by Johnny inside the 15 to the 14 to 13-yard line. And I think he's got it. Let's see where they mark it.
Highlands completion, number 26, Johnny Christ.
Johnny Christ, 2 catches in a row.
Oh, they mark it back to the 14, but I think he's still good. Let's see. Oh, boy, that wasn't a good spot. They're going to make it fourth down. Oh, my.
Jeez. Unbelievable.
At least measure.
Fourth down, Highlands.
1 minute to go, too, Mike. They're going to wait. Now what's going to happen? Timeout. Ambridge.
And we thank them very much.
Yeah, really. I don't see that one, do you?
No. Yeah, they could at least maybe ask to measure, but wow. Well, let's take a timeout, too. 1 minute left first half, 14-7. Bridgers, timeout. We'll be right back. Rams trying to make their second fourth down conversion of this drive. This is the 13th play of it. They go tight eye formation.
1 minute to go in the half, Mike.
They're good on time. Cohen sneaks it, gets the Highlands first down.
And more.
At about the 10.
Seth Cohen on the keeper for the first down for the Golden Rams.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Cohen and Jed are the only ones that are on the ball tonight, Mike.
First and goal, Highlands.
All right, here we go. Clock's running. 54 seconds to go.
No, they're fine there.
1 timeout.
Yeah, time is, they should be all right. First and goal. You got 4 plays.
Imperative they knock this in, Mike.
This short pocket pass, going to throw the fade to the corner, and it's incomplete.
Highlands passing.
It was Booker, I think.
Yep.
Down here in the corner it was.
Everybody just stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was interesting. Ambridge didn't rush. Our guys didn't balk.
2nd and goal. 36 seconds left of the first half. Highlands down by a touchdown.
We still have the option to run that, Mike, with that timeout.
You got one.
Yep.
Right. And the Ambridge took the other one, right? So it's 2 and 2 on timeouts. So you can do a running play. I'm assuming they're going to go on 4th anyway.
You can always pick the field goal if you have to.
Jet the sidecar.
Oh, gee.
Oh, and they messed it up. Now Jet's going to try to take it.
Nope.
And he gets hit by his own man. Logan Christ got pushed back into him. That didn't work. The bad snap killed that play.
Yep.
It just did. And so now they're letting the clock run down. 13, 14. Now they're going to call time?
Yeah. 3rd down, you want to be able to at least get a field goal off, Mike.
And Cohen is back, rolling to the right. This is going to be the last play now. He's got to throw it up there, and he's sacked and the half runs out. My goodness.
You want to at least get a field goal off, Mike.
And the tackle made by number 34.
And that's going to run it out. That's the end of the first half at Mo Rubenstein Stadium with the score. Ambridge 14, Highlands 7. We'll be back with stats right after this.